Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for another little video where I am talking about my record collection, going through it in alphabetical order. We're actually almost done. We've got this and a little bit of this down here, just a little. And after this, I am planning on trying to do a video where I show you guys my stereo setup. It's really not that impressive, but it gets the job done. And maybe have a friend come in as well and just kind of talk about if you're in the market for a stereo system, you know, what to look for, good brands, things like that. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Let's just get started in the vinyl. And we'll take it from there. And I plan to, maybe on a monthly basis, do like a vinyl update of some sort of, like some new purchases, just new things I've run into, stuff like that. Things that have made their way into the collection. All right, let's get going on this little EP from Jamie Vex'd, one half of dubstep and electronic music duo Vex'd. Just 3 tracks on here, the In-System Travel EP. Some great electronic songs on here, and kind of a take on dubstep that isn't quite Skrillex, isn't quite Burial. If you've heard Vex'd's music before, then you kind of know what to expect, but Jamie Vex'd on this EP takes things in a much more fruity, colorful, kind of weird direction on those 3 tracks, especially on the track In-System Travel. Such a great song. All right, let's keep going. Somebody in one of my last vinyl videos left some dumb, snarky comment about, Anthony, you don't have any Tom Waits? Of course I have Tom Waits. When did we assume I didn't have Tom Waits? I had a Tom Waits obsession in college. I actually used to own a lot more Tom Waits vinyl than I do now. All the other Tom Waits stuff I have is on CD. This, one of my favorite Tom Waits albums, Blood Money, really one of his darkest and most gritty albums in terms of just his voice being so nasty on here, and I absolutely love songs like God's Away on Business, while others such as A Good Man Is Hard to Find are heart-wrenching. And this is actually the first Tom Waits album I owned on vinyl, and while it is not a #1 favorite for a lot of Tom Waits fans, maybe I just kind of have a very personal connection to it because it's like my first Tom Waits vinyl. Yeah, I mean, he does a lot of sonic experiments on here. I mean, some of the tracks on the back end aren't his best, but I absolutely love tracks like Don't Go Into That Barn, Hoist That Rag. I thought maybe this album was a little bit like Mule Variations in that he really experimented with, you know, that kind of rootsy, textured, kind of barnyard sound a little bit more on this LP that I absolutely loved. And I thought it was pretty surprising of him to actually kind of go out on a limb and avoid piano for the most part on that album, which is really kind of his main axe. All right, let's keep going. Washed Out. We got the Chill Waves. Life of Leisure. Nothing really special about the packaging on this, but I actually should show you before we continue. This Tom Waits LP is, I believe, is a gatefold. Yeah, it's a pretty nice gatefold. All the lyrics in there. Actually, I think the sleeves on these records are pretty nice too. Do they give Real Gone? Yes, they give the personnel of all the tracks, which is awesome, because Tom Waits does bring a lot of great guest musicians outside of his regular band onto his albums. I know Les Claypool is on a few tracks of that LP. This is actually a band that my girlfriend is a fan of. We Are Trees, Little Boyfriend EP. We caught them live over at a South by Southwest. Reverby indie pop. It's kind of fun. They were very I want to say carefree live, very carefree band, carefree attitude. Weave, a little bit of female post-punk right here on some clear vinyl. Got some clear ass vinyl here, I believe. It's really sloppy, it's really hectic, but also very energetic and fun. I mean, I'm a huge fan of bands like the Raincoats, the Slits, and because of that, you know, sometimes I do get kind of suckered into bands that that kind of share that similar sound. Although I would say tracks on there like Little Liar and Mouthpiece Hysteria, Mouthpiece, are actually pretty legitimately awesome for that sound. All right, Wire Peel Sessions. Wire Peel Sessions. Nice freaking jacket on this thing that they put together for this. Short little collection of songs. Practice Makes Perfect, I Am the Fly, Culture Vultures, 106 Beats That. Not my favorite tracks from them, but this is just a nice collection of tracks. I mean, a nice jacket, just sort of a nice spot for them in their career musically, you know. And I like the such a shiny, nice pressing. It's pretty. It is like a jewel. I really like the packaging that they put together with this. Simple, sweet, effective. Got my Woods LPs, Woods, Songs of Shame, as well as Echo Lake, at Echo Lake. Anything really amazing about the packaging here that I am not mentioning? Oh yeah, they, little hand-drawn, or printed, but sort of like hand-drawn designs. I actually like that. I actually like that style, that aesthetic. I actually think I like At Echo Lake now in retrospect a little bit more than Songs of Shame, which can be a little all over the place in terms of just like maybe quality of the songs a bit, but still, like tracks like Rain On that album are stellar. Whereas this is a little bit more punchy. Kind of like a, similar setup in terms of, and both black vinyl. Similar setup in terms of design. Let's keep going. Who's Next, man? Great album from The Who. Baba O'Reilly. Bargain. Oh boy. How many car commercials has that been in? Since it's been kind of reappropriated for advertising purposes. But if you're looking to get in The Who, and you're looking to get into, I guess, some bigger, more epic Who, then for sure, Who's Next? Pete all over that wall, man. Pete on that thing, on that column rather, not necessarily a wall. Chelsea Wolfe. Got some Chelsea Wolfe Apocalypse. We're getting to the end here, folks. Nothing amazing about the record here, although I do like the Old English lettering. Is there a little insert in here? I thought there was. Yeah, there is. Got some lyrics here. Weird drawing. More drawings. Personnel. Liner notes. I love having some good liner notes in an album, because I'm curious about that stuff. Who produced it? Who played bass? I want to know about that stuff. But yeah, it's a nice package. I like the back too. It's kind of like the dichotomy of this record. Ooh, you have light, Chelsea Wolfe. Oh, you have dark. Her. Ooh, heavy. Ah! Got some Wolves in the Throne Room here. The other Wolves in the Throne Room stuff I have is on CD. Got Two Hunters on CD, but this is a nice album to have on vinyl. Gonna screw up the pronunciation here, I'm sure. Diadem of 12 stars. Got a little nudity in here. Oh yeah, we got a little nudity in here. Let me see tracks. Face in a Night Time Mirror. Part 1, Part 2. Queen of the Borrowed Light. Shimmering Radiance, Diadem of 12 Stars. I mean, long tracks, 20-minute track, the last track. I mean, some epic, ambitious, large-scale black metal on this thing. It's a trip. Zappa, Weasels Ripped My Flesh. Not my favorite Zappa album, but a great one. There's actually a fantastic, I'm trying to remember who is on this track. I could find it right here. Who is on here? Don Sugarcane Harris. Oh man, he does some epic violin solos on this thing. This is actually not the best. I'm gonna keep going. We're almost done. We're in the Z's. I'm just gonna keep going. It's gonna be the last vinyl video. So yeah, there are some great tracks on here. If you haven't heard of Zappa or you're looking to get into Zappa, definitely check out tracks like, where's that one? I'm just double checking to make sure it's on this album. Yeah, My Guitar Wants to Kill Your Mama. Check out that. That is a fun little track. But yeah, I do believe this one crackles. It skips a little bit. Not necessarily the best copy in the world. Looks clean though. Yeah, you know, there's a little hairline scratch across the A side. You know, bought it used. You know, you run into stuff like that. But I remember this is like one of the first Zappa records I got a hold of, so maybe at the time I didn't really know what I was looking for. Fun little live album from the Zappas. Not from the Zappas, the Mothers. Frank Zappa and the Mothers. Just another band from LA. If you're a Zappa fan and you're yet to listen to a Zappa live album, please do. I mean, you want to. Their live shows were notoriously spontaneous, creative, and hilarious. I mean, the amount of comedy that is on a Zappa album is just like, you know, a morsel in comparison to the kind of stuff that they would pull off live. Waka Jawaka from Frank Zappa. This one's actually water damaged. Got it for free from a friend. I mean, the cover's water damaged. The record itself is actually in a good condition and plays. It's actually in shockingly good condition. Like, it looks like shiny, scary, brand new, and the record cover itself is like all shriveled up like a raisin. But yeah, not a it just might be a one-shot deal. I remember liking that track, and Your Mouth. Your Mouth is a great track as well. But not my favorite Zappa record. I'm actually a bigger fan of this one, Burnt Weenie Sandwich. Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. Let me see what's on here. Igor's Boogie is on here. Overture to a Holiday in Berlin. Valerie. I like this. All that percussion, the keyboards. Frank Zappa looking sweet in his neckerchief. It's a nice record. And here is our last record in this collection to be shown to you, Zombi, Surface to Air. My favorite Zombi album. I think the favorite Zombi album for many people. You know, definitely some progressive, spacious synth rock. Progressive synth rock on this thing that is actually absolutely badass. I could definitely come back to this record again and again. Whew. Maybe I'll play this again soon. Haven't played this in a while. It is a really epic album. And, you know, though the band, I think, has become a little bit, I guess, you know, repetitive, you know, just sort of not really developing their style as much as I would, you know, to kind of keep things exciting. You know, I would definitely say if you've never checked out Zombi, I mean, really try out any of their albums, you know, because, I mean, though they do kind of keep delivering the same thing again and again and again, it is consistently, you know, it's not like there's been a huge drop in quality, I would say. You know, it's been consistently hard, vast, you know, epic, meticulously crafted, I guess I could say. And I guess the last thing I could kind of show you, but maybe not go too deep into, is this LP compilation that I got, History of Jazz Music, from Riverside Records. There's like 5 12-inches in this thing. And it's got a lot of different things on here, from like, you know, early gospel music tracing jazz's roots to that, to, you know, swing music, and, you know, trio, quartet, quintet jazz later after that. Ragtime in here as well, blues stuff, boogie woogie, New Orleans stuff. But But yeah, you know, I got it for just like 15 bucks at this used record store. All the records on here seemed like they were in a good condition, and there were some good cuts on here that I was interested in having in a physical form. And you know, just like I said, 15 bucks for all those tracks, pretty good. All right, that's essentially my entire LP collection. I'm throwing all these videos together into a playlist, gonna link to every one of them inside of the freaking, you know, description box, so it'll be this one big cohesive thing. You can watch through the whole thing and just kind of see, oh, he has this, he has that, he has this, and like I said, into the future I will be doing videos sort of talking about, you know, vinyl updates. So I bought this, I bought that, you know, oh, I got this in my collection, and yeah, that's it. That's it. Anthony Fantano. Vinyl forever.